Shalom, brothers and sisters. I hope you're well today. So I'm gonna address this issue. It's the issue about division between Africans and the African diaspora. I understand that we have differences, and as time continues, we are still going to intermarriages and everything, which makes it more complex. So in a podcast, I don't know which what is the name of the podcast, but an African American woman was asked this question: if today, Black Americans were having race wars, which group would have started with them? She confidently said that not Africans, not Caribbeans will stand with them, which makes me wonder, what is the problem with the African diaspora? There is already a division which is already going on, but my question is, what's the problem with the African diaspora? Because if we can stand with each other, if we can see each other as our savior, if we can't help each other as people from the same, from the same origin, how are we going to help each other? So guys, I call upon you to watch this video with me until the end. Let's watch the video and then let's come back.
What other race/ethnicities do you believe would be there to help Black people in a race war?
Black American people, because the Caribbeans and the Africans, I don't see them standing up with us either.
Excuse the out of me.
The diaspora wars are already going crazy. Whoa. It's mad Caribbeans and African people that think that they better than Black Americans as it is. So when people from other countries come here, they are already forewarned. Stay away from them Black Americans. They're like this. They're like that. There are a lot that will stand up with us, but I'm not counting every single last one.
So what you're saying is there are going to be a group of West Indians who are going to look at a race war and say, I'm from Trinidad. I know what's going on here. But I'm from Trinidad. I know what's going on in Alabama and all them type of thing. Them fellas down there, that's good. I go on right out soldier.
The youth talk it like a joke, but guess what? A serious thing, Can we know some yardie would have said, fight what kind of blood clot war? For who? After the white man, them never do me nothing. They come here to make money for me and my family. If me have to go fight war, I go back on my blood clot yard. Saying? And another thing I want the Queen to know. Saying? Yes, there are Africans and there are Caribbean people who think them better than African Americans. But there are also African Americans who think them better than Africans and Caribbean people. Saying? An African American once told me while on vacation in Jamaica that he was a higher class of Black than me. Why? He stated that because the slave ship dropped him off in America. That's what he told me. Saying? Know that.
So welcome back, and I think you've also watched the video, because we have divided ideology, and people also have their experiences with a given group. So what's the fate of Black Americans? How they view Africans, how they view the Caribbeans and any other group, because it's like, it's always who is better than the other person, who can do this better than the other person. We've seen this in African Americans trying to compare Africans, the achievement in studies, because there was a claim that there's a group of Africans who claim that they have studied more than African Americans. There are Caribbeans who claim that they are better than African Americans. And even if you could listen at the last man, his experience truly says that there is a division. So guys, tell me what you think in the comment section. What's happening in the diaspora, and how can we help? How can we help our brothers and sisters? How can we come up with a way in which shows that we are people from the same ancestry, and we should not fight against each other? It should not be fight against the Black community. The Black community itself is going through a lot of problems, you see. So another internal factors like fighting against ourselves, that only brings detrimental to the community. So where did the rain started beating us? What was our downfall? You see, I understand that there are Africans who move from Africa to the United States. I also understand that there are African Americans who move from, from the United States or be it Canada, any part of, European country to Africa. These people come up with different, ideas, experiences, and how they interact with people. So, for example, a person comes from the United States to Africa. Maybe he lands in Tanzania, or maybe he lands in Kenya, or maybe he lands in, Ghana. They meet people who mistreat them or tells them certain thing which is wrong to them, or certain thing which sounds bad to them. So they'll carry the same information to a fellow African American or Black American, or and they'll go and tell them, Africans are not good people. They treated us like this, and we are not feeling well. So such kind of things, it goes on and spreads. That's why I told you there are always two sides of the story. If an African Americans come to you in America and tells you that Africans are not good people, those people scammed me, those people, ask him or her to tell you the other side of story. The other side of story might be he met good people, but some people always decide to, tell most of the bad side than the light side. So when person comes with such kind of information, they go back to their country or to their place, and they leave disappointed, frustrated, and they go and say that, I'll never go back to Africa. Those people took everything from me. Those people stole my phone. Those people abused me. Those people never wanted to serve me in public places. So you realize that such kind of things still continues like a wildfire, and it spreads and it spreads, and it breeds hate to the youngest groups that are coming. And people are fearing to come to Africa. People are fearing to, to associate with a fellow Black from the same community. I'm talking about Africans, the Caribbeans, the African Americans, or the FBAs, foundationally Black Americans. So this hate is being bred amongst ourselves, and this is something which we can help each other fight. See, if today I go to the United States, okay, and I'm robbed, but again, and I'm robbed, okay, my day it will just be a bad day. I'll say that it's a bad day, but I believe I'll also have other days which I'll call my good days. I will go to different places and make me happy. So when I come to Africa with the report, I'll say that, hey, I saw amazing things in the United States. I met beautiful people. I met good people who showed me places. I tasted different foods. But if I only focus on the wrong side, this is the issue, and this is what brings division. If I focus on the negative side, I met a person who, who watched me like a thief. If I decide to focus on the negative side, that's where the problem starts, because the other person will also pick the positive side, the negative side, because people's mind always tend to not forget the bad side and forget the good side. That's how human nature occurs, behaves, if to say. So guys, you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. Why do we have division to the extent that African Americans can't count their brothers from Africa, or can't count their brothers and sisters from the Caribbean? I might understand that, Caribbean is complex because we have people who are originally Caribbean, the Indo-Caribbeans, and we have the Afro-Caribbeans, So what about the Afro-Caribbeans? Are they still not our brothers and our sisters to, the African Americans or the Black Americans? Or is it not Africans, not brothers to the African Americans? What happened? Why did the rain started beating us? So guys, tell me what you think in the comment section. Of course, this is Eugene from Kenya. And how can we help this? Because I believe that if this continues like this, and we are at a risk of collapsing as a community, and what's the fate? We can't stand for each other during such a kind of activities when they happen. We can't stand for each other. We can't form movements, We can't form alliances as Africans and African Americans or other group. We can't come together as people to stand as people from the black community, if today we are talking about the black community, I believe that Africans should be included. I believe that African Americans should be included. I believe that Afro-Caribbeans should be included. And if a person can't count Africans, if a person can't count, Afro-Caribbeans to stand up with them in the fight, then it means that this division is something which is really widespread. This is something which has gone extent and extent and extent, and people don't trust each other. It's really hard for African Americans to trust Africans because of such kind of things. I believe that there are African Americans who still trust Africans. I believe, but such kind of activities kills the belief of people, And maybe I want to come to Africa. I am an African American. I want to come to Africa. I don't trust Africans. I only trust African Americans because I was told something about Africans that, they will scam you. Not knowing that not all Africans are bad people. Well, not all Africans also are good people. Just like any place you'll go, there are good people and bad people. So let's have an accommodative mind. Let's have an open mind that not everyone you'll meet in Africa will treat you right. I've seen a couple of women complain that, when they went to Nigeria, they were not welcomed. The reception was so cold, and when they went to a counter, they wanted to be served. The Nigerian ladies, were just looking at them. They never helped them. You see, maybe the Nigerian women were told something about African Americans which never resonated with what they want. So innocent African Americans, when they went there, they were not served. Other people are being served. They were not served. So these African American women decided to, ask. There was a fellow man who was behind them, and they asked them, why are we not being served? So the guy told him that you need to go to this place and this place, and now that you will be served. But people who were at the reception, the Nigerian women, never served them. So you ask yourself, what's the problem? What's going on with our people? Why don't we just, if you see a person who doesn't know a place, it doesn't have to be African Americans, Black Americans, or, Africans. It's something which is natural. If you see a person in a new place, they don't know anything, you just guide them. It doesn't cost anything. You see? And I think that's where also other people take advantage and rob them because they don't know anything. So guys, I take this time to send a shout out to my fans across the world. It can be, say, Ghana, Canada, United Kingdom, my fellow fans from Kenya who are still watching me. I'm here with you, and I'll also be there to address these issues. So guys, if you're watching this video for the first time, kindly consider subscribing. If you're my returning subscriber, thank you so much. Always know that I do appreciate this. This is really, really important to me. And if you feel that you can support this channel in any way, I'll still appreciate. This is Eugene from Kenya, and see you guys. Peace, love, and harmony. Salute.